So I just wanted to jump in today and talk a little bit about hustle versus flow, because I know you and I both know that that word is used and thrown around a lot. Hustle, that word, by the way, and flow, let's be honest. And I think it's time that we sort of just chatted about it a bit more, just because when you're hustling, I think, you know what, I want to say this. I feel like there is a place for hustle, without a doubt. And different people work differently, by the way. So some people love the hustle, they love the grind, they love just being in that place of hustle, hustle, hustle. And that can work to an extent, and it can work for some people, but it doesn't work for everyone. And I feel like there are times and cycles in our lives where the hustle works. But just like how we breathe in and out, we have to give ourselves the space to also flow. Because if we're go, go, go all the time, we're not allowing that space for our intuition to kick in, for the flow to flow, really. But I mean, and that's not saying that people who hustle don't have intuition. I'm definitely not saying that either. But I guess I'm saying is to be able to go in the rhythms of life. And like, if you're someone who's studied a bit of human design, like, one thing that I found really fascinating in it is that only 9% of the population are manifestors. So their job, I guess, they're the real hustlers. Like, they're the people that don't need to tell anyone what they're doing. They just go for it. They just go hard all the time. But that's only 9% of the population, you know? And so to kind of just be in that space all the time, go, 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 it's not healthy. Like, we have to be able to honor the cycles and rhythms of ourselves and of life. Like, and then if we just go into the seasons and just go, okay, well, it's pretty obvious, summer, autumn, winter, spring, like, nature takes its course. It's not blowing a tornado 365 days a year, is it? Maybe it's got a tornado going for a little while there, and then there's just nothing. And then maybe there's just bloom and green and lushness going on. And maybe then there's time for just things to just start sprouting and growing and all that sort of stuff as well. So yeah, I just felt like just jumping in and chatting about that right now, because obviously we can't all just be go, go, go all the time. And so when we start to get to know ourselves more and more, we'll learn how we best respond. We'll learn how we best operate. And maybe you can use a tool like human design for that, or astrology, or numerology, or meditation, or breath work, or whatever it might be, to tap into yourself and get to know yourself even better. So you go, okay, well, how do I best operate? And when am I best in flow? When am I allowing things to flow? Or when am I white knuckling things and trying to force shit and I'm trying to control the outcome, when really I could just do with letting go and letting it be, and just allowing yourself to just let life be with you, rather than trying to fight against it all the time and trying to make things happen, and instead trusting yourself and trusting that your intentions that you set will come to life at just the right time. And I guess this whole hustle and flow thing as well is like you think about it, when you plant a seed in the ground, you know that tomorrow when you wake up, there's not going to be this big ass oak tree. There's not. You probably won't even see a sprout. It'll just be dirt. And you know and you trust that things take time. You know that there's a period for things to flow, to grow, right? And so if you can keep that in mind with yourself, and remember that the intentions that you set, the goals that you have, the things that you're working towards, they are happening. Whether you hustle and push or whether you go with the flow, it'll unravel as it should. And so rather than trying to hustle all the time, maybe there's a period where you need to do that, but then come to that place of flow and allow yourself to go, okay, I am trusting the process here, so that I'm going to allow for things to be what they need to be, and trust that the actions that I'm taking, the steps I'm taking, the people I'm meeting, the places I'm going to, where I'm being guided to go for my walk that day, whatever it might be, I'm trusting that that's where I'm supposed to be and that things will show up just as they should. So I don't have to try and force it all the time, and instead I allow it, because life wants us to experience it all. And so if we trust that, trust the process, and trust that the dreams and the goals that we have in our hearts are there to be expressed, and that they will, and that those things aren't going away, those things that are meant for you aren't going away, then you can go more with the flow, and you can stop trying to control it all the time and show up just and hustle like this because that is working for that person. And maybe that does work for that person, but if it doesn't work for you, don't pull your hair out trying to be something that you're not, and instead ask, what does flow look like for me? What does flow look like for me when I'm wanting to I have these things that I want to do. How can I be in flow more? And it's all about listening to yourself and learning what you're all about, and trusting that you will be guided to go and do and be where you need to be at exactly the right times. And so when you can get into that place, it's so much more playful, it's so much more fun, and you notice the synchronicities, you notice all these little things that happen, and they start to be so normal that you just it would be abnormal not to have all these things happen. And it's beautiful, and you just smile, you have these confirmations just pop up here and there, or someone will say something, and you're like, wow, that person doesn't even know that what they just said has just confirmed everything I was thinking about this morning, or the steps that I'm taking are right, or just, all those little beautiful things. And the saying, you can either believe that the world is magic or it's not, and you can choose whatever you want to choose in that moment. You can choose that you are a powerful creator, which you are, by the way, or you can think that everything's happening to you. But if you can go into that place of, I know that things are happening for me, and just trust that process, then it becomes so much more, if you know what I mean. Sometimes there's no words, and hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. But it becomes so much more. I don't know how you'd put that on a t-shirt, but if you know, let me know in the comments. What is that word? How do you spell that? I don't know. But anyway, that was just what was flowing through today. I just thought I'd jump on in and share that with you. As always, I'd love to hear your insights, your thoughts, your downloads. So please go ahead and share away in the comments. Always love hearing from you. And if you're not part of my weekly newsletter just yet, I will pop that in the description too. It is so great to connect that way as well. And if you want to stick around and hang out just that bit longer, I will have another video popping up on screen now, so you can check that out. So as always, thank you again for stopping by. I so appreciate you, and I cannot wait to see you in another video soon.